Hey folks, it's December 30th today. I woke up this morning, I had a notice, package has been delivered, and I got the notice at 11:28 p.m. I'm thinking, okay, I'll look around my room. Normally if I get a package when I'm asleep, kind of leave it in specific places in my room. It wasn't there. Checked outside my door, it wasn't outside my door, it wasn't downstairs. I looked outside, it wasn't sitting on the step. If it's Purolator still does that, they'll just drop the package and leave. They won't knock, they won't let us know it's there. Now, it's my strobe light. I wasn't expecting it till the end of January, so I don't know how it was delivered. I don't know if it was coming by Purolator, UPS, or post office. I have a clue. So I checked the listing, and it gives a tracking number, but it doesn't specify, how it's being delivered. So the tracking number is useless to me if I don't know where, what website to go to track it, right? But I had no clue. But because I wasn't expecting it for another month, then I haven't been watching it. I had no idea, how it was being delivered. And apparently it was coming straight from China. And with the shipping delays, different carriers are taking different routes, which takes longer. It's like, I didn't expect it now. So I'm freaking out. I'm thinking it was left on the step and somebody walked away with it. Because normally if I have something at the post office, if it's not going to fit in the box, they'll leave a card in, it'll say delivery attempted. Well, it says delivered. So, what do, right? It's Saturday morning now. Yeah, I figure, well, I gotta go to the post office, see if it's there. If it's in an envelope, maybe it'll fit in the box. As our post office box isn't very big. It's like the smallest one that they've got. So, I figure if it's in an envelope, maybe it's in there. Because it's just a strobe light, it's not very big. Yeah, but if it's in a box, it's not going to fit, right? So I won't be able to pick it up, because today's Saturday, and the post office is closed. It won't be open again until probably Tuesday. So, what do, right? So I went out, and I checked the back door. In the winter time, we don't use the front door, because it's just, digging through that snowbank that the snowplow leaves, it's just too much work, so we don't bother. And UPS knows that now. They'll leave the packages at the back door. So I looked on the way out here. Nope, not there. So I got to the post office, and there it is, crammed inside. It took a bit to get it out, but it was there. It was in an envelope. Because I'm thinking 11:28 p.m. Who's working at that time? The post office isn't going to be working. Nobody's going to be out delivering. So I'm thinking, hopefully it's at the post office, and my delivery notice was just delayed. And apparently that's what it was. So I got it. Problem is, there's been a low pressure system to our southwest. It just kind of stalled there for a little while. So we've been getting several days of rain and warm temperatures. It's been really nice, but it's finally moved on. We're on the back side of it now, and we get the cold air. So it's been like 5 or 6 degrees above freezing or higher. It's been really nice. I've been going out in the early morning, shortly after I wake up, just to come out and get some fresh air. And it's been nice. Go for a nice drive in the rain at night before the sun comes up. It's been really nice. I've been enjoying it. But today is a little bit different. Before I come out, I checked. It's 1 degree below freezing. So, and I'm really feeling it. But we've had so much rain. I think the river's been up pretty high. It's gone down now, but it was at the top of the hill here. It was like the water was like right at my feet, and it's not at my feet anymore. It's gone down probably at least 3 feet since yesterday morning. So, as I was here yesterday morning, probably about 7, before the sun came up anyway. The sky was just starting to show light, and the water was right to the top of the hill here, so it's gone down quite a bit. But problem I'm facing now is, now that it's cold, I don't want to change that thing. But I got to. It's annoying me that it's not working. And when I get back to the garage, I'll show you, what it's actually doing right now. So this is the flash pattern it seems to like. No matter what I set it at, it always goes back to this. It's on. It's not what I like, but at least it's on. I've got some kind of protection. Well, I'm afraid to change it because there have been times when it just wasn't working at all. So I can set it to the flash pattern I want. When I come home, it's always back to this. So I'm just kind of, I don't want to change it because at least it's working. Yeah, when I turn it on, it'll flash a couple times, then it goes to this every time. So at least it's working, so I don't really want to change it. But got the new one here. I'm just going to open this up and make sure it's what I actually ordered. Okay, so I opened the envelope, and I got this tightly wrapped, and it's got like backing tape all around it. So I open it up, and it's in a box which has also got tape all around it. I don't want this thing accidentally coming apart. Holy smokes. Okay, I finally found it. And it is. It's the same one. Exactly what I ordered. So, now it's just a matter of finding the time to actually change it. If it was just, undo the screws on that one, take it off, put this one on, put the screws back on, connect the wires, it's all fine, but unfortunately, my wiring, I'm not sure. It's got a fair amount of wire with it, so I'm not exactly sure where in my string of wiring here it connects. But one side goes up to the switch that I have up in here to change the flash pattern, and the other one goes to the power source. And 3 wires. It's got positive, negative, and then the third one you just ground it to change the flash pattern. So that's the part that's going to get me right now, figuring out where it's connected everywhere. I need to do this, but it's too cold. And I got, as far as my database goes, everything, all my files are where they're supposed to be now. And it's just a matter of waiting for it to finish adding them to the database automatically. I had to start over. I messed a few things up, because what I'm putting all the files like the same date and everything together, 1 month at a time, and then if there's any duplicates, I'll overwrite at that particular time, and then I move them to where they're supposed to be, and then they get added. And somehow I missed a few files, well, not a few, a lot, like a couple months worth that had already been moved and added, and I didn't want to take a chance on missing anything or whatever. So all the files were where they're supposed to be, and I just restarted, deleted all the database files and restarted it, so they're all being added right now. It's going to take a little while, a few days anyway, but at least I'm done moving stuff around. So once that's finished, all good to go, I can start working on something else. But it's a matter of finding the time to do anything, because that's very, very time consuming. And when you're moving terabytes worth of files in your computer, you really can't do much of anything else, because it slows everything right down. But I did manage to find some time to make some more fire department videos on my other channel, my North Huron FD channel. I had a bunch of those out. I'm still working on older files. I got a lot out that I never made use of before. Because when I first moved here, I was so behind. I was like months behind in making my videos, and I was getting things mixed up with current stuff and everything. I said, you know what, I'm going to stop with the old files. I'm just going to do current stuff now. So there's a lot that I skipped. I'm kind of going through those now and remaking ones that I've already done, rebranding them. So that's been taking some time. But now it's just a matter of, I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the forecast, but I do know at some point in the near future we do have snow coming. It's not a large storm, so I don't think there's supposed to be multiple storms, but they're not large storms, so I don't think we're going to get a lot from them anyways. I guess it depends on the wind. If it gets really windy, then the snow squalls will start up, and who knows how much we'll get from that. But I really got to get things moving here because I got 4 days worth of video on my camera now. I got to get those out before I lose track of what days those were actually recorded. We're doing good so far. I don't have any gaps, so it's just one day after the other, so I don't have to worry about that. But I gotta get that cleared out. So I guess that's all I got. So I'm not sure what I'll show here as far as changing this, but I don't know. I guess we'll see how cold it is when I actually change it and what I feel like doing, what my energy level is, and we will find out, I guess. So I'm happy. I got what I wanted a month early. A little bit of a scare at the end of it, but I got it. It's here. And hopefully it won't take me too long to actually get it changed. Yeah, there's one other thing. When I did my night tour in the snow, you notice that horrible sound in the video. I was crazy loud. I was using my waterproof case, and the problem is on the back of the cord, or back of the, I'll put it somewhere, I don't know if you can see that or not. Actually, there's a little rubber seal in there. Well, that seal came out and it was down here. I never bothered putting it back in. It's in now because of that video, but when it's plugged into the computer, when it's plugged into the camera, that opening allowed the wind noise to howl inside that case. That was really horrible. So if you notice that and you're wondering why it was so loud, that's why. That little rubber plug came out, a rubber seal, and I just never bothered putting it back in. So it's in now, so that won't happen again. That was crazy. So, okay, that's all I got.